Quick question. How many of you become extra spiritual whenever performance evaluation section is approaching? No, be very, very honest, I beg. Because some people can sleep through an entire quarter not doing anything in the office. But once HR sends that small email, you know that email now, kindly complete your self-assessments. Suddenly, it is God of mercy, oh Lord, remember my labor. Father, touch the heart of my manager. Because that email alone can change somebody's mood for one whole week. Back then, I used to work in a multinational. Performance reviews were supposed to happen quarterly. Now, the funny thing was that our work was already systemized. Everything was already tracked. Your performance was there, your output was there, your KPI was there. The only thing remaining was for our supervisor to review and sign off. Simple, except that this madam treated performance review like a favor, like something she would do only when the spirit led her. Meanwhile, this review was tied to performance bonus, so a bonus that was already budgeted for. Do you know I worked there for over 5 years and didn't even know that there was anything called performance bonus? One day, money just entered my account. I was very confused. I was wondering, what happened? You know when money enters your account from the company that you work for and you know that it's not your salary? A colleague had to explain that it was performance bonus. I was like, wait, there is performance bonus, there is bonus in this company, and nobody told me. Now, looking back, I sometimes wonder, was this woman intentionally wicked? Because if the money was already available, why are you making people suffer and overwork themselves without processing what they earned? Like, then another question entered my head, and I was like, who is even evaluating her on her own performance? Because somebody should answer for that kind of behavior. Funny enough, that experience somehow followed me into Numad Energy. Before my staff start smiling too much, hear me out. At Numad, quarterly performance evaluation is supposed to happen every quarter. The process exists, the form exists, the scores exist, the ranking exists, everything you can think of, the structure is there. But because we're a lean company and a lean team and final sign-offs comes to me, sometimes I only really focus on it based on how the company performed the last quarter. I know, bad behavior, but I cannot bother myself if we didn't do well in the last quarter and I'll start evaluating what I don't know. Maybe I will repent. Maybe. No promises. But there are some industries where performance reviews are almost the religion. Take, for example, banks, definitely banks, fintechs too, some structured oil and gas companies, consulting firms, big corporates. You know, these people don't joke. Those people don't joke. Every quarter, somebody somewhere is calculating your destiny with Excel. So since we are entering a new month, or we are already in the month of July, by the way, happy new month, and officially the second half of the year, how are you feeling about your last review? Have you submitted yet? Has the result come out? Do you exceed expectation? Did you get satisfactory, or was it exceptional? Did you get exceptional? I saw someone on LinkedIn that actually got exceptional for the company that he works for. Or did they humble you with PIP? Hey, performance improvement plan. That document that can make a grown adult stare at a wall for more than 1 hour. You got performance improvement plan? I know somebody whose personal life was in complete chaos one quarter in the office. He had family issues. He was stressed out, distractions, everything. The funny thing is that he didn't even realize how much it was affecting his work. In his head, he was managing it well until evaluation result came out. Boom, performance improvement plan. That was when he That was when he realized the company has been watching his every move and everything that he was doing. Because the thing about performance issue is that sometimes everybody can see it except you. Then there was another story. My cousin resumed with another guy in a new company. Both of them entered together. They resumed the same day. They were on probation. 6 months later, performance evaluation came out. My cousin got confirmed. The other guy was let go. Just like that. No drama. Nobody was arguing with him. No second section. The result spoke for itself. And honestly, thinking about it now gives me chills because it could have been my cousin. It could have been, him that was let go. Performance evaluations are a big deal. People pretend not to care, but the anxiety is real, especially if you are in an organization where KPIs are clear, where your performance is visible, where you can't hide behind a hardworking colleague, where nobody can carry your load for you, At the end of the quarter, your scorecard will expose your legs very, very quickly. At Numad Energy, we rank scores. We even rank scores. And those scores matters because at the end of the year, bonus consideration are influenced by your cumulative performance. So whether you like it or not, those quarterly reviews are following you around. They are calculating evidence. So you cannot do well the first quarter and then don't do well in second, third, and fourth quarter. The results will show for itself, right? One thing we tried when we even first introduced performance evaluation was sitting down one-on-one. Staff will score themselves, then it will come directly to me for final review. The first time I sat with everybody, I explained the score. I discussed comments. I answered questions. The whole thing, because these were young people that just came into corporate and, they were not very experienced. More, never again. The amount of energy now, just feel your part. Let your supervisor feel his part. Me, I will feel my part. Comments are there. Your KPI was there. If you didn't do well, I don't need to discuss anything with you. I know what you did. It has to be very measurable. Everybody understands their role. Simple. Because sometimes I might be reviewing this performance at 11 p.m. Will I now wake you up to come and be doing therapy section with me? No, I wouldn't do that. But let me ask something. Can performance evaluations actually motivate people, or do they mostly demoralize them? Because I have a guy that got placed on PIP. He's even in Canada, and immediately he wanted to resign. He was very angry. He felt unappreciated. He felt misunderstood. He was like, this company, they don't recognize my efforts. I had to tell him, my bro, better calm down. Oh. This is Canada. Oh. Monthly rents. Before you resign, where is the next job? Secure your next job first, because rent does not care about your emotions. And landlords don't accept wounded pride as payments in Canada. It's only in Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, you cannot even beg too much. At least complete your PIP first. Do the deliverables, right? Improve when necessary. Then decide your next move. That's what I told him. I also keep hearing that in very large organization, once you enter PIP, your life has changed. People say coming out of PIP is like escaping prison. That once your name enters that list, you have to work 3 times harder. Some people even said 5 times harder. You have to overperform. You have to prove yourself again. You practically have to convince the gods of corporates that you deserve another chance. I don't know how true that is, but those of you that have experienced it, come and educate us. Now, some people watching this will be wondering, Nnenna, what exactly is performance evaluation? And immediately you say that, I know that you don't work in corporate, because some companies don't seem to even do any evaluation at all. And that's what I'm curious about. If you don't evaluate performance, how do you know who is performing? How do you know who deserves promotion? And how do you know who deserves bonus? How do you even know who deserves a reward? Is it by verbs or by vibes or by prophecy or by who greeted you first in the morning? I genuinely want to know, because I've heard of places where best staff of the month is decided by voting. No KPIs, no measurable target, just vibes. If I like you, you win. If you greet me in the morning, you win. If you carry my bag in the morning, you win. But if I don't like it, Otilo, it is finished. I don't know how people do that, but I don't know how people treat their businesses like that, but it's just so weird. And to my dear bankers, I know some of those customer feedback forms are following somebody's KPI because one of my bank is always sending me emails to review my relationship manager. The funny thing is that the last one I did, the person I was thinking I was doing it for wasn't even the person that I evaluated. Because if I had known that it was that girl, hey, I'd have just been scoring her unsatisfactory, bad, unsatisfactory, bad. But because these banks, they keep testing my patience. But don't worry, this quarter is still young. We are meeting in front. I have my bazooka. I'm ready for them. She will hear from me soon if they don't change her. But seriously though, why do people chase high performance rating, really? Is it because of the bonus? Is it because of the promotion? Is it because of the salary increase? Or do you want to prove that you're just very relevant or that you're adding value to that company? Or honestly, is it because you don't want to lose your job? Let's discuss, because that's also a valid reason. I genuinely want to know, what's the highest performance rating you've ever received and what's the worst? Have you ever been placed on PIP? Did you survive it, or did you immediately start updating your CV? Let's meet in the comment section. Just try to like, subscribe, and share. You that you have not liked and subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel now, because this is Office Talks with Nnenna Madu, where the boardroom meets the break room. And you know the gist. The po. I always amaze myself. Anyways, guys, till next time. See ya. Bye. This episode is proudly supported by Life Friends, your #1 intergenerational mobile app, coming soon on iOS and Android device. For collaboration and partnership on Office Talks with Nnenna Madu, please send us an email on nnennamaduabom@gmail.com. See ya.